Hey, what's up, everybody? Matt here from Hops Geek News and one of your Nerd Initiative movie and film editors here to talk to you today about Sonic the Hedgehog 3 that just came out this weekend. Let's talk about it. It stars Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. He is back. Ben Schwartz, Idris Elba, and Colleen O'Shaughnessy are all back, as well as James Marsden and Tika Sumpter. We got Lee Majjoub is back as Agent Stone, and then we got a couple new additions, such as Kristen Ritter. She is Director Rockwell, and then, of course, Keanu Reeves is in this as Shadow. So let's start with the things I didn't necessarily like before we dive into the things that I liked, because overall, this is a good movie. So some of the things that didn't really work for me, it was really only one thing. I thought that Keanu Reeves' voice was kind of not fitting the rest of the film. He obviously was Keanu Reeves. Like, it was basically John Wick if he was a hedgehog as far as the action sequences for him go, which was awesome because the premise of this film is Shadow breaks free. He has been confined for 50 years and he was a mysterious villain that broke free because 50 years prior, he was an experiment for gun and his person, Maria, died. So he's been holding on to that. And then he gets released. And now going into a little bit more spoilers action, if you will, things that I really liked. I thought this was overall a really, really good film. Now, Fast and Furious and Sonic, same movies. Everybody who's a bad guy becomes family. And that I will stand on till I die. Think about it. Just think about it. Knuckles became family. Shadow, well, we don't really know what happens to Shadow, right? But we can assume he becomes family. However, we get to see Jim Carrey at his Jim Carreyest because he really reminds me of his 90s self again. And in this movie, he plays two characters. He plays Dr. Robotnik and then his grandfather as well. And Dr. Robotnik's grandfather and Shadow are really the driving villains of the film. Jim Carrey, man, I just cannot say just how much fun he looks like he's having. Again, really reminds me of the 90s version of Jim Carrey. Idris Elba clearly having the time of his life, as is Ben and Colleen and James and Tika. They're all just here having so much fun. It really comes through in the voice acting that they do. The quips, these movies shouldn't be as good as they are, but the quips are so funny. There's a lot of pop culture references. And I thought the action sequences were really, really well done. The sound design with the action sequences, you get to see everybody's powers very clearly. And it's beautifully and visually well done as far as the visual effects go. The movie's only about an hour and 45 minutes and it never feels long at all. You're not sitting there checking your watch. I think that the movie moved at a very solid pace. And again, it just should not work as well as it does. It's so great. Kristen Ritter is, Director Rockwell for Gun. So she was a great addition. We get Wade as a cameo. And then the steal for me in this movie, the star of the show, if you will, is Agent Stone, because his relationship with Dr. Robotnik is just hilarious. I think that he's just like such a funny sidekick to the villain in such a funny, innocent kind of way that it just really works. And then obviously Shadow was such a cool addition to this movie. Again, I had a lot of fun with this film. And if you go to Regal Cinemas, man, I got the popcorn bucket. I had to. I saw this bad boy and I was like, let me get this popcorn bucket. I thought the popcorn bucket itself was really cool. It holds, a good amount of popcorn in there. You can clean it out and make it, whatever you want to do. But the popcorn bucket worked. Overall, for me, this movie is a 9 out of 10. Hands down, really good movie. It is one of the better movies I have watched this year. I cannot wait until Sonic 4, which was announced for 2027. Again, should not work as well as it is. But man, Sonic fans, you're going to love this. It's a great family adventure. My kids had fun. So make sure you go out and see Sonic. If you have not already, if you have, let us know in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow to nerdinitiative.com, Nerd Initiative here on YouTube. And then give me and my co-host Lauren a follow on Hops Geek News, where we talk comic books, movies, TV shows each and every week. And until next time, we'll see you.